Yo, man, you saw what happened. You saw what happened when you saw what happened in the 9 years when what was happening in the southern Cameroon section on northwest and southwest. You see what these people really think about us. You really get to see what they think about us. You really get to think. You really get to see what they think about us. It's so sad, bro. It's really so sad. I'm sorry I don't have a mic right now. I'll get a mic really soon. But it's so sad. Like, I'm not even from Cameroon, for to be honest with you, on paper. Like, to be honest with you, man. But you look at what's happening in Cameroon, you look at the situation that has been happening there for 9 years, bro. 9 years, and nobody ever gave a thought, man. Nobody ever gave a thought to try to come to Cameroon or to try to like fix what's happening in Cameroon, bro. Nobody, like, I mean, literally nobody tried. Nobody even did anything. Nobody, man. Nobody. And when you look at the map of Cameroon, it's so sad, bro. Because this is where the oil is at, bro. Like, this is where the oil come from. The oil come from right here. And the part that's fighting right now, that's where the oil come from for real. But they don't, like, they're not being respected. They're being treated like second class citizens, and they're just being marginalized. It's all kind of stuff, man. Like thousands of people, like over 4,000 people, like just literally, like basically over 5,000 people died in that war. And it's so weird because the whole world just lives on and they just don't care. They don't care. Like, they say Black Lives Matter, but I don't really believe in that, bro, because these people have an agenda, man. The people that say Black Lives Matter, they're talking about Black Lives Matter in America, man, not Black Lives Matter globally. Like, we got to differentiate the two for real. This is absurd. This is insanity. This is an African country. They have a war going on there for like 10 years now. 10 years now. This war started in 2016, 2017. It's been 10 years now, and nobody has came out. Nobody has come out to like, literally, nobody has come out to condemn the actions of the president of Cameroon, the atrocities that he has done to this little piece of land right here. This little piece of, it's not even a little piece of land. It's like 8 million people that live there, man. And this piece of land is bigger than a lot of countries in Africa, for real. Like, if I was to be truly honest and sincere, overall, I'm so disappointed. I feel like the world is really weird, and they see what happens in Africa and they ignore it. Look at this right here. You got the name British. See, the British, when it's time for them to come and colonize Africa, they'll run with their tails behind their back. They'll run to the continent with their tails behind their back. When it's time for them to steal the resources, they'll run with their tails behind their back. But when it's time for them to fix the mess that they did, they'll stay quiet and ignore the situation they created, bro. Like, it's insanity, bro. For real. It's really insanity. The British and the French, this is all your mess, bro. This is all your fault. Your mess and your fault. And the French are the worst of the worst, man. The French are the worst of the worst. They are the problem in Africa. I'm not even going to talk about Cameroon, bro. Let's go to the whole Africa for real. The French are the enemy in Africa. If Africa was ever to be united, a lot of people talk about Pan Africanism. A lot of people talk about African unity. All of that is irrelevant as long as France is funding the African Union. As long as France is funding the African Union, we are all doomed. We are in a very bad position. We have a lot of fighting to do. We have a lot of fighting to do in Africa. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. No country that was colonized by France ever had any independence. I respect what Ibrahima Traore is doing. I respect what Mali is doing. I respect what Niger is doing. Those are the only three countries that were colonized by France that actually want to progress, that actually are trying to be sovereign countries. that are actually trying to be for their people. All the rest of the other countries that were colonized by France are French puppet states, and Cameroon is no different. Cote d'Ivoire is no different. Gabon is no different. They're all the same, bro. They're all the same. It's like it's like we were cursed or something. I don't even know. I don't even know. Like it's like we did something to deserve. Like I don't know, man. Like for real. I'm just in an awful words. I don't know what to say. The words can't come out of my mouth. Like we people in Africa, we've been duped from the start. Like we've been handicapped from the start, man. You're born in an African country. You're born in an African country. You have no opportunities. You don't have the same opportunities as a man that's born in England or France. But yet their governments are constantly stealing your resources every year. The oil that comes from this beautiful country right here, the oil that comes from this country, this beautiful land right here, this land that's marked in red. It goes probably to the UK and to the French, bro. But the UK will run with their tails behind their back. They'll run to this piece of land to come and steal the resources. But when it's time for them to fix the mess, when it's time for them to fix the mess that they made, they'll stay quiet and ignore. This is why I hate. This is why I hate players that play for European nations, man. I never get it, bro. You're already making millions. What makes you think that these people will ever accept you? This is what they think about you, man. This right here, Cameroon is an example of what the international community thinks about Africa. This is they had a war going on there for like how long have they had this war? They've had this war for like 9, 10 years now. Nobody has said anything. Nobody has said anything. They are all looking for their own gains, for their own personal gains. They're all looking to gain something out of Cameroon. They're all looking to steal, to grab, snatch from Cameroon, steal from Africa. Steal, 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 steal. Grab from Africa, steal, 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 steal. Install puppet leaders in Africa, steal, and install puppet leaders. And boom, there you have it. That's the strategy. Install puppet states, install puppet leaders so that they become anarchists. They run the countries to like for decades, decades and decades and decades and decades. Then they pass it over to their sons, and the countries, I mean, the citizens are slaves to the government. They're slave to the international community, and the people have no say. They have no say in who governs their country, their land. They have no say. They vote. Their votes don't matter. It don't even mean anything. I mean, literally in Africa, we are in a very bad position, man. I'm not even going to talk about Cameroon. Overall, it's a very sad story, you know? It's a really sad story, man. But it is what it is, man. Like we are in a really bad position in Africa, and you got some people that saying, "Oh, the Asian countries were colonized. Oh, why aren't they? Why are they rich right now? You guys were colonized too. Like, why are you guys in that position?" Like, I look at these white folks that say that, like these Caucasians that say that stuff like that. The Asian countries were colonized, like Singapore and the others, and why are they rich right now? And why are we in the position that we are? They don't like any white person that says that, any Caucasian that says that, don't even know what they're talking about. Most likely, they're white supremacists that say that. They have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea it's a different ball game in Africa. These people came to destroy. Like, they literally came to destroy, and they never left. You know what I mean? They never left. They never left. They came to destroy and to conquer and to remain. Destroy, conquer, remain. So they never left. That stuff about independence, that stuff about them giving out independence to the African nations. Like, I think Germany weakened the European countries for them to even try to give independence to the African countries. You know what I mean? But that stuff about them giving independence to African countries is fake, especially France is fake. It's fake. These countries pay colonial taxes to France. They have to borrow their own money in the form of loans, high interest loans, to fix their countries. Their money is stored in monetary treasury funds in France. France prints their currency. Like, their currency is literally the CFA franc. It's controlled by the French. I don't even know this stuff is deeper than you can even imagine. Any white person that says that, oh, the Asians were colonized, so why are they far? Like, why are they richer than you guys? They were colonized too. That any person that says that, they don't know what they're talking about. They are most likely white supremacists, and they are most likely racist by nature. They don't know what they're talking about. They have no idea what Africa went through and it's going through right now. Like right now, as I speak right now, Africa is going through colonization right now. The French never left. They're still there right now. They have a lot of countries that are their puppet states there right now. The people vote. They tell the people that they are voting, but when the people vote, their votes are frauded. The votes means nothing. The votes don't mean anything. For real, you know what I mean? It's the same for Ivory Coast. The same for a lot of countries in Africa. For real, it's a sad story, man. Sad story, man. Like for real, it's a really sad story. But I hope Africa, like for some, like I literally hope Africa, um, I really hope Africa, like eventually, I hope Africa someday, it's only the Most High that can really save us, man. It's only the Most High that can save us, man. For real, you know what I mean? It's only the Most High that can save us, for real. Like I appreciate you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I love my people, man. I love Africa. I love Africa. You can see right here, Africa, one of the biggest continent in the world, and it's like, it wasn't always called Africa. Like I like to call it the Promised Land. Like Africa, like the continent so-called Africa. I love my land. I love my people, Sub-Saharan Africa. But I hope that one day the Most High can save us, cause we're in a bad position, bro. We're in a bad position, man. Like I love the beautiful land of Africa. I love this beautiful land, the beautiful land of Canaan, the beautiful promised land. I love this land. We have everything in here, man. We have everything in here. Like these people up here came down. These people up here came down to come and destroy us, and we are still suffering from that stuff, man. And I hope that the Most High will come and save us. I hope the Most High will come and save us. I hope the Most High will come and save His people, man. I hope the Most High will just come and save His people, because we are suffering, man. A lot of the countries colonized by France never had no independence. They never had any independence. They're still slave colonies to the French. They print their currencies, CFA. They keep their monetary, like they store their money in France, and like they literally have to take their money back in the form of loans, to try high interest loans. And if you know anything about high interest loans, it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a big trap. It's like we are doomed from the start, bro. And we got to deal with sellout dictators. We got to deal with people that are willing to sell their lands out to the foreigners, the Europeans. They're willing to sell their people out to the Europeans. We got a lot of problems in Africa, man. But I hope the continent would just like, I pray the Most High save His people, man. I pray that we keep getting more Ibrahim Traorés on the continent. If we had like three of them, three Ibrahim Traorés, if we can kick the French out of our continent, man, that would be a step forward. That would be the first step forward, for real. That would be the first step forward if we can kick the French out of our continent. But overall, the French are our number one enemy in Africa. They are our number one enemy in Africa. Our number one enemy in Africa is the French. And anyways, until we wake up one day and realize that, we will always remain where we are, man. Until we wake up one day and realize that the French are our number one enemies in Africa. And the French is the number one. We have a lot of enemies there, man. We have a lot of enemies there, but the French are the number one. They are our number one enemy in Africa, for real. Maybe the Germans take the second because of the atrocities they committed on the continent. The Germans, like they did a lot of atrocities in the continent. And I believe that one day, every single one of these nations are going to pay for their atrocities, man. The Most High is the one that will judge. I'm no man to judge, and they will never apologize for what they did. But the Most High is the one that will take vengeance for His people in the continent, in the melanated continent, so-called Africa. He will take vengeance for His people in Africa, the land of Canaan, the biblical promised land. And I'm going to keep it 100 for you. I'm gonna keep it 100 for real. Like Africa, eventually we will see growth. We will see growth. For us to see that growth, we need to first look forward. We need to have a forwardness of thinking. We need to kick the French out of our land. We don't kick the French out of our land, we ain't going nowhere. Forget about Pan Africanism. Forget about the African Union. You can forget about the African Union already. Just forget about it already because it's already funded by the French. So you can forget about that union. It's a useless union. Dismantle that union, destroy that union, dismantle it. It doesn't exist. The African Union, forget about it. It's never done anything in Africa. In all my years in this world, in all my experience in this world, that union has never done a thing. All I've heard is that the dictators go there to sit around the table. I don't even know what they talk about, but that union is useless, useless, absolutely useless. Like if that union had any credibility, they would have came to Cameroon, they would have came to Sudan, they would have came to every single country, to Tanzania. They would have came to Tanzania and fixed what's happening there. They would have came to Sudan and fixed what's happening there. If there was really such a thing as the African Union, it's just a puppet state, puppet to the international community. France funds them. France is the number one enemy in Africa. If we want to go anywhere, if we want African unity, African strength, African power, we need to kick the French out of our land for us to see any growth, for us to see any progressivity, for us to see any positivity. We need to kick the Franks out of our land until we one day understand that, until we one day wake up and know and understand that we ain't going anywhere, man. We ain't going anywhere because we'll always have a bunch of sellouts amongst our midst. They are willing to sell out to the English, to the British, and to the French. They're willing to sell out to the United States. Like for real, like we'll always have a bunch of sellouts amongst our midst, amongst the continent of Africa. We'll always have a bunch of dictators there, you know. And these dictators are willing to become billionaires, millionaires, rich, make their families rich, give the money, the country's money to their daughters, to their families. They're willing to embezzle the country. They're willing to sell the whole country out for them to become rich and the country's population live under the poverty line and stuff like that. Overall, we have a lot of fighting to do in Africa. We have a lot of fighting to do in the motherland. We have a lot of fighting to do in the motherland, the biblical land of Canaan. I love my continent, man. But I pray that the Most High save us. It's only the Most High God, Yahweh, that can save his people on the continent, the land of Canaan. It's only the Most High God, Yahweh, that can save us. Like literally, like since 400 years ago, we've suffered. We've been through slavery, colonization. We've been genocidally killed. We've gone through so many things. No race of people have gone through what the African person has gone through. No race of people in this world has gone through what the African people have gone through. I don't care if you're Spanish, if you what you went through was similar. If you're in South America, what you went through down there was probably similar to Africa, but it pales in comparison to, even if I can even call the Congo, like if I can even name one country in Africa, compare their suffering to any country in South America, it don't even come close, man. Don't even come close. The Congo went through hell of atrocities and upon atrocities, and they're still going through that. They're like a French puppy state right now. The country can't even progress and grow the way it's supposed to. It's the richest country in Africa, the biggest, richest country in Africa. Congo can power the whole Africa with its dams and with its waterfalls. The Congo has so much power, so much power, so much power. But literally brings tears to my eyes, bro. Like we have so much potential on the continent. We have so much potential. Anybody that says that oh, this race of people went through this, we went through no, you didn't go through you don't know what it's like to go through the transatlantic slave trade. You don't know that. Millions of Africans were thousands, hundreds of thousands, probably even millions, you don't know the figure, decided to give their lives. They decided to die. Rather, decided to rather die than go and be slaves in South America and to the United States. And look at what happened to them when they came to the United States. My ancestors, they went through atrocities upon atrocities, rape, inhumanity, crimes against humanity. They were treated like animals. They were even said that the government here, when I came to this country, it broke my mind, bro. It made me think. Like when I was in school, when I was in middle school, like I was in history class, and they literally said that we were three-fifths of human beings. This is what these people think of us. This is what they thought of us. That joint still messes with my head, bro. Like literally, it still messes with my head. And they had to fight a civil war just for us to be free. Like literally, really? So do you mean to tell me that a lot of them actually wanted us not to be free, and they had to fight a civil war for that? It's psychologically that's messed up, super messed up. America has done a lot of atrocities to the people of the Most High. They've done a lot of atrocities to the African man. They've done a lot of atrocities to the African man. They've done a lot of atrocities. The Germans, Americans are Germans actually for real. Like they're like 75% of white Americans are Germans. So like, I mean, what surprise does that come to you? Are you surprised to hear that? Are you surprised? They're one of the most racist people in the whole world, man. Like they literally committed genocide on a group of people because they thought that they were this and that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even gonna talk about them, man, because like those group of people that I mean, like I'm not even gonna talk about them for real because like I mean, right now they're posing as imposters. They're pretending to be people who they're genetically not. They're pretending to be people who they are by blood. They are not those people, but they're pretending they are those people. Like they're lying to the whole world, and the whole world just accepts what the white man says. I don't know. The whole world has been bamboozled and hadoop. They've been like lied to. The whole world has been lied to. Like anything the white man says, the whole world swallows it and sits and sleeps at night with no problem. They're like, oh, it came from the white man, so it doesn't matter. It's the truth. The whole world worships the white man, man. Like the lies that they've said, the lies they've taught to the civilizations, the lies that they've taught to the whole world, the lies, the lies, the lies, and the lies. The whole world takes this, eats it, swallow it, and live and continue on with their days, and like nothing has happened, like everything is good, life is good. Don't you ever question? Don't you ever question? Don't you guys, don't you people ever question, ever thought, instead of you thinking like robots, don't you ever think that, wait, hold up a minute, like, wait a minute, why is God white? Why is Jesus white? Why is everybody white? And what about black people? Why were black people then? What are black people? Like, why is everybody Caucasian looking? Like, why is everybody white? Like, what about black people? I mean, so they say that black people is from Ham, but they don't want to accept the fact that the Egyptians, the ancient Egyptian civilization, Kemet, were from Ham. You know what I mean? They don't want to admit that the ancient Egyptians, the Kemetic people, were from Ham. They don't want to admit that, but they want to say that the African people are from Ham. Yes, sure. There are melanated people in Africa that are descendants of Ham, and there are melanated people in Africa that are descendants of Shem. We're both melanated people. Oh, we both come from the same father. We both melanated people. Our blood types are different, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. We're still family. We don't hate each other. We family. A lot of people from Shem, they were marrying Canaanite women and things like that. So we're family. Both descendants of Ham and Shem both live on the continent of Africa. They both live in Africa. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not even gonna go too far. I'm not even gonna go too far. But to be honest with you, um, I pray the Most High just be with His people. We are in a really bad position in Africa, man. We're in a really bad position. Like they're just this country. As long as we stay oppressed, we stay in poverty, we stay underdeveloped. They will. thrive and thrive and thrive and thrive. They will always thrive. Our poverty is their richness. You heard what I said? Our poverty in Africa is the European man's richness. So when we are poor, it means that they're stealing our resources. They're taking everything that we're making, the riches of our land. They're taking it. They're embezzling it. If they're not embezzling it, they're doing it by our own people through sellouts that are willing to sell out their own land. So as long as they're taking things away from us, as long as they're taking all of our oil in like sham deals and things like that, as long as they're taking all our minerals in sham deals and things like that, as long as there will be people as long as they're uneducated people that are willing to sell out their own people, like, man, our poverty is their richness. You saw what happened with France, right? You saw what happened like immediately when Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali tried to kick them out of their land. Like they actually kicked them out of their land. You saw what was happening to France, right? The economy started struggling. So these people profit off of our poverty. They profit off of our poverty in Africa. The French is the number one enemy of the African man. The French are the number one enemy. We got a lot of enemies in Africa. The Germans probably take number two because of the atrocities that they committed on the continent. But the French are the number one enemies of Africa. They've done a lot of crimes against humanity, and they still are committing crimes against humanity on the continent, but they're just doing it behind closed doors. They have a lot of puppy state countries there. They have a lot of sellouts, people that are willing to sell their own land for their benefits. They're willing to suffer. They're willing to put their people in suffering. They're willing to put their people in unconditional suffering for them to gain riches, for them to gain money and wealth and power, so that they can always stay in the positions that they're at. Overall, hey, thanks for watching. All right.